the first thing you need to do is remove the paper from the clip on the motor side of the unit itself. You will need a 5mm hex key, you will need a 3mm hex key, and you will need a texture of some kind. The finer the point on it, the better. Now the first couple times you do this, it might be handy to take this plate here off. And to do that, you just loosen off these 3 bolts and take the thing out of the way. This is what you needed that 3mm hex key for. Now, taking this off, the first thing you need to do is loosen off this bolt here, which will release this paper here. It holds that block in place, right? So you want to back the paper off a little bit. And here's a little tip that I figured out this morning. This end of the unit, you'll see there's a little seam, has a whole tension control ring. This knob starts off loose. You want to roll this ring back about 1 centimeter or so, and then tighten this bolt down. So it is clamped in place about 1 centimeter, maybe 15 millimeters, this way of where it started, and then tighten that bolt down. This will make things so much easier when we get back to this end with new paper, right? And now that you've got it clamped down, you're gonna want to take a texture and make a little mark on the drum itself where this point is, right? So then you take you roll the paper all the way off, rolling it up as you go along just to keep things nice and tidy. Then on the far end, there is another bolt that you loosen off the same block, and you pull the old paper off. Very important, keep the factory paper. That is the template that will allow you to more easily cut the new paper for your sanding machine. Once you have the new paper cut out using the factory paper as a template, cannot stress that enough. The process to put the new paper in is essentially the same as taking the old paper off, just backwards. The first thing you want to do is feed it in on the far end, tighten down that bolt, and you want to use the edge of the drum itself as a guide, right? You want to use the angled side of the paper and line it up with the chamfer on that far end of the drum. That is easily the most difficult part of the whole process. So take your time and get that right. And then it's just a matter of rolling the paper back up to this end and sticking it into the block and clamping down or tightening down that bolt. The magic part of the whole process is to loosen off the tension on this bolt here, which then causes the tension ring, the spring that's in it, to then retract so that it actually pulls the paper taut for you. That mark that we left earlier with a texture is just so that next time when you have to change the paper, you don't have to even think about it. You just roll the ring up to that mark and then you're good to go.